as they play against the Dallas Mavericks. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. Luka and Kyrie are the talented backcourt. Washington out there with Josh Green, and it's Gafford in at center. And for San Antonio, Jones and Vassell are the 1 and the 2. Inside at the 4 and 5, it's Sohan and Wembanyama. And it's prime time in at the small forward position. And tonight, the first game of MP's career. A lot of eyes watching to see how his journey begins.
Well, many believe that MP is the next face of the NBA. I mean, he comes from a long line of NBA talent. Father Prince and grandfather Truck both had strong careers. I know this is one of the most anticipated debuts in years.
Opening day of the regular season, Grant. Nothing quite like this first one of the year.
You know, as a former player, you know firsthand that there's so much anticipation and hard work that goes into making it to opening day. So everyone right now is on a level playing field, and the dream is still alive. You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Wing shot on the way, and he knocks the jumper down. Primetime's got 5 points. Here's Irving. Pass to Gafford. First quarter of play, a minute in. Gafford with a screen on Vassell. Doncic, no good.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Prime time, can't get it to go. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. It's a three-point game. Shot clock at 6. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Luka uses his body to create space and then finds the inside look.
Clark, last year, Luka Doncic averaged over 32 points a game. Second best in the NBA.
Yeah, you can't ignore the fact that he also led the league in usage rate too, B.A. It's the Luka show in Dallas. However, after missing the playoffs last year, it's pretty clear Doncic needs some help.
Here's Doncic. The Spurs making their last shot. Again, Doncic missing.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him. How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Left side, Irving. Gafford the screen. Irving, the pass to Gafford. Vassell against Irving. That shot missing. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Leading by 5. Here's primetime. Again, the Spurs score. Wow, you talk about expectations from a rookie. Grant, MP came into the league with a shoe deal already in place.
And plenty of cachet being a Jordan brand athlete. As if he needed any extra. But I'll tell you, he looks good with that Jumpman logo.
Washington, a screen on Jones. From deep, here's Doncic. Hits the trifecta. Doncic has got 7 points in the game.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Prime time.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Irving, the pass to Doncic. Gafford with the ball, covered by Wembanyama. Here's Irving. That one rolls around and rims out.
All alone from mid-range. You've got to think he's kicking himself.
Prime time, can't get it to go. The Mavericks trailing. Green, the pass to Gafford. He can't hit that time. Good D by Wembanyama. A deep 3. Gafford grabs the miss.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out of his range.
Here's primetime. He's got 13.
Well, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Doncic outside. We've got 33 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Washington. Vassell with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's primetime. Green covering. Connects from downtown. 18 points for him.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Can they get it? He can't get it to go. And so it's San Antonio. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. Back to the game after this break. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Spurs here, guys.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Wembanyama out there with Zach Collins. Then there's Johnson, and it's prime time in at the 2-guard spot. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Now here's Hardaway. Lets it go from deep. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Exum passes to Lively. Here's Irving. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one. Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. Shoots from the baseline. And again, it's San Antonio converting.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And that one drops.
Well, you simply can't guard that. Irving's just too nimble. Easily gets himself free of the defender.
Here's primetime. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Primetime's got 10 points in the quarter.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Lively passes to Hardaway. Tries a 10-footer. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
Tell you what, there's not much the defense can do about that. I mean, Hardaway Jr. just has a special knack for making difficult shots.
Prime time. And he dunks it down.
He's officially taken over this first half, making all the right reads.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Left side, Hardaway. And he converts the layup. Hardaway's got his second basket of the night.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but looks like they're putting it together right now.
And Grant, some players feel like certain officials have it out for them. Did you ever see any of that?
You know what, B.A.? The refs are human too. Yes, I did say that. But they're supposed to be impartial. So you go after them for a while, it's possible they will hold a grudge.
Sohan's checked in for San Antonio. Jones comes in for Branham. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And it's Washington missing.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Here's primetime. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
And the Spurs with some changes. Collins comes in for Victor Wembanyama, and it's Vassell in for Johnson. Green against Vassell. Here's Doncic. Green for 3. Gets the three to fall. Green's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Luka's peripheral vision off the charts. Get wide open, and he's going to find you.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, well, Kyrie Irving is a deadly closer when the game is on the line. Where'd it come from? He said, quote, studying the greats and striving to be greater than them. There's a commonality in the way they control emotions at the end of a game. I've been able to learn over time. Ryan?
Well, he's hit some big shots. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Well, Clark, when you talk about Doncic, he came into the league with a ton of experience under his belt.
Yeah, and I think people undervalued the experience of being a pro at the age of 16. It wasn't the NBA, but it's still professional basketball that he played in Europe. And that seasoning and that competition and that being refined in the fire allowed Doncic to step into the NBA unfazed.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half, quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Here's Washington. Collins with the rebound. And so it's Collins who brings up the ball for San Antonio. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. For Dallas, they've gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Here's Green. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Primetime. Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Dallas. And going against San Antonio, their first meeting of the year.
And it's no surprise they won the season series last year. They put more talent on the floor.
Yeah, there's a reason they were a playoff team. I mean, they beat the teams they were supposed to. We'll see if they can do it again tonight.
Rebounded by the Spurs. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one.
I mean, he's yet to make a shot this quarter. At some point, you got to look for other ways to impact the game. Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Doncic with it. There's the triple. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so the San Antonio Spurs, they're feeling great, a 21-point lead. Well, it's clear the defensive focus was to shut down Kyrie Irving, because so far it's working. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story, things are going well for the San Antonio Spurs. And you have to admire MP's confidence as a rookie.
Chip off the old blocks. Both his dad and his granddad had great belief in themselves. The difference with MP, he's one of the best prospects we've ever seen.
First game in the NBA, you're going to have some nerves, but now the opposition is feeling some nerves because they found a way to stop him. Every possession, he's looking to make a play.
Yeah, MP's unselfish by nature, but he's also not shy about taking over when it's needed. And now talking about our current game, got to be impressed with the big halftime lead for the San Antonio Spurs.
The roster was constructed with speed in mind. We're seeing that speed, especially in transition tonight. I mean, they've straight up got him on the run.
No, Kenny, I'm trying to remember the last time I ran like a full sprint.
It was like lunchtime when we were in line trying to get lunch.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half, Luka and Kyrie are the talented backcourt. Daniel Gafford is out there with P.J. Washington, and it's Green in at the 3 spot.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's primetime. Green with the defensive effort. And for Dallas, they're shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. Vassell against Irving. Snatched away. Here's primetime. And he's got 41 now. Off target from 3-point range. Green finds Irving. Gafford with a screen on Jones. Here's Irving. And he knocks down the 10-footer. Irving's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Kyrie going to work from the mid-range is a thing of beauty. Such a skilled offensive player.
Prime time. San Antonio again missing. Irving against Vassell. Pass to Gafford. Outside Irving. The 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 8 now. Here's primetime. Green covering.
Yep, he's their leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Doncic, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
You know what separates Doncic from most players, he's really calm under pressure, great poise. You can't speed him up. He plays at his own pace.
That's good from Doncic. And until recently, it seemed like a foregone conclusion that the NBA's age limit would come back down to 18. Are you surprised that didn't happen, Grant?
You know, B.A., I am surprised. We heard players saying it's not fair to make guys wait. You know, Commissioner Silver seemed receptive, so that was slightly unexpected that age 19 remains the rule. He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Doncic against Jones. Gafford passes to Irving. Doncic outside. And it's in there. Doncic has got 11 points.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Here's primetime. Drives to the hoop. Outside Jones. Here's primetime. He's guarded by Irving. And primetime gets it to go.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
Timeout called. The Mavericks.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Collins, he's checked in for San Antonio. With a break here, let's see which teams racked up the assists during last year's campaign. Number 5, the Spurs.
And if you have to ask, what's the name of the game? Well, it's all about ball movement for them. They love to share the rock. And we all know that assists are a great indicator of how well the team is executing.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. And here is Green. He's got 5. Inside, clock at 6, and it's hammered home by Green.
Up and over the defense with one hand. Unbelievable.
I thought the D had a chance to cut him off, but then he made his move to the rack. Impressive.
Guys, that was a great job of just taking it right at him.
Jones, the pass to Sohan. Here's primetime. Good. He hits again, and that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. And that one's long.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
You could say the Spurs are in development mode. Devin Vassell said there's a lot of potential, a lot of new opportunity. Just got to make sure we're growing each game and maturing. As long as we play together and we play the right way, we will have a chance to win every game. We still got the greatest coach of all time sitting back there. Brian?
Yeah, you'll get no argument here. Thanks, Allie. Gafford. And it's good for 2. Gafford's gotten his first basket of the night.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
And Prime Time gets it to go.
Well, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 11. Washington, a screen on Jones. Here's Doncic. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 5 rebounds in the game.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Vassell against Irving. From 11 feet away, that's good on the jumper. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
That is the signature of Irving. He is an incredible finisher near the basket.
Pass to Jones. Collins a screen. Here's Prime Time. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. 1 second left. The shot misses. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Spurs out in front, delivering the blowout. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not
become a leader by example in all of professional sports.
And the Mavericks making a change here. And Dallas with possession. They're on a 14-5 run. Keldon Johnson out there with Jetty Osman. And it's Bassey in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. To the wing on the left. Second chance effort. Prime Time, can't get it to go. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to Kleba. 4-3. The rebound by Osman.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
And that one's good.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Gafford. And here's Doncic. And that one hits the back iron. Here's Prime Time. He's guarded by Irving. Another bucket. Wow. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Count it. Good.
Hey, you need a big night from one of your stars? I introduced you to Kyrie Irving. He is lethal and able.
Here's prime time. Had a miss there on the triple.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Doncic on the wing. Left block shot on the way, and he connects with a jumper.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Here's prime time. He got it again! Sensational! That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
And right from the get-go, they stood out as the better team. Their hunger to dominate and play for each other was outstanding for the Spurs.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Well, this four-game season series promises to be an exciting one, and tonight they grabbed the early lead, going up 1-0 against the Mavericks.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for primetime.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
He misses the free throw, and the Mavericks will go for a different look here. And he sinks the second. 43 seconds left in the game. Here's Hardy. To the inside, Hardaway. And rejected. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
.32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The fader. Bassey pulls it in. Here's primetime. He's guarded by Irving. Again! What an avalanche!
And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. We'll see you next time.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Wow. Listen.
Right here.
I do my best to get to everybody, but we're gonna try to do this in an orderly fashion. All right? Why don't we start right over here?
Gary Carson, local news. MP, this was the most anticipated rookie debut since LeBron James. And even with all that hype, you blew away expectations. Your box score numbers jump off the page. You outperformed guys like Michael Jordan and LeBron James in their first games. Is it fair to say that you're on your way to becoming one of the next all-time greats?
Yeah, that's fair. I'm not trying to be all egotistical about it, but I'm not going to sit up here and lie about how good I am either. My talents are elite, and they're elite because I've got an elite work ethic, not because my family played in the NBA or whatever else people want to say. I want to be the greatest player of all time. And if you ask me, which you just did, I'm on my way. Next question.
Right here.
Yes, ma'am, right up front.
Lina Becker, Sportbild monatlich. Wie fühlt es sich an, dein allererstes NBA-Spiel zu gewinnen mit Fans, die auf der ganzen Welt zuschauen?
Lena Becker, Sport Monthly. How does it feel to get your first win in an NBA game with fans watching all around the world?
Getting the win is huge. Hey, wherever fans of this team live, I want to make them happy because that's what it's all about. Gelling as a team, winning games, and giving the people who support you a reason to be proud. Danke, thank you. All right, we got time for one more. You, sir, in the back.
Damian Patterson, City Free Press. What does it mean to you to be a third-generation NBA player, following in the footsteps of your father Prince and grandfather Chuck?
Yeah, it means I have a target on my back. I had every advantage growing up, I know that. And I've got all the natural ability in the world thanks to my genetics. When you got both those things, people want to take you down a peg. But I thrive on that. It makes me better. Thank you. Next question. Right up front.
Parfait, merci. Béatrice Corbet, La Compétition. Votre maillot est le maillot le plus vendu en France en ce moment. Avez-vous un message pour vos fans français?
Beatrice Courbet, The Competition. Your jersey is the #1 selling jersey in France at the moment. Do you have any message for your French fans?
Man, love you guys. France is awesome. I went there to help promote my first shoe deal, and I fell in love with the country. I mean, there's so much beautiful history there, but it's also very modern and forward-thinking at the same time. I'd love to go back someday and spend some serious time there. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Good to see you. Thank y'all.
One more.
Proud of you, MP.
Hey, you should be. I'm about to do something special with the family name. No? Level it up.
You talk real big for somebody who just was crying because they dropped their Ninja Turtle in the toilet.
Pop, that was like 12 years ago. I'm a grown man now.
You can't even rent a car.
That's why I got you.
Uh-huh, and you're lucky that you do.
Hey, I appreciate it, Pop. You're here to keep me on track.
And you know what the goal is.
Greatness.
That's right. Oh, speaking of, you know who this guy is.
Yeah, what about him?
Just updated his all-time GOAT list. Says that you have a chance to make it to the top someday.
For real?
Mm-hmm. Take a look.
So with all this talk about MP being the best prospect since LeBron James and Victor Wembanyama being a generational talent, it got me thinking about my all-time GOAT list. Now, if you are new to the pod, you might not know that I have a passion for ranking the legends. I've spent a massive amount of time researching their careers, and I placed them into 5 tiers of greatness. You can find that list on my website, by the way. Now, I love working on my GOAT list, but these guys are so legendary that they tend to stay in the same spot year after year. So I decided to add a new tier called the Got Next tier. This tier contains some of the younger guys in the league who aren't quite GOATs yet, but who, if they continue on their current trajectories, will almost certainly be in that discussion when their careers are over. Now, you may be wondering who's in the Got Next tier, so let's get to it. These are in order, by the way. Luka, Embiid, Tatum, Zion, Wembanyama, and of course, MP. Now, a lot of you might be like, I put MP behind Wembanyama, but they're basically tied as I see it. And if MP distinguishes himself early on, I'll be happy to swap him with Vic. So, let me know. What do you think? Is there anyone who should be on the Got Next tier but isn't? Is there anyone who is there but shouldn't be? Hit me up on social. We'll talk about it.
These are the kind of people you want on your side if they're gonna call you the GOAT someday.
Oh, come on, Pop. Media doesn't matter. It's all about winning games.
Ah, you're wrong. You need to understand how these people see you. I wish I would have played the game when I was your age.
Look, all due respect, Pop, I'm not like you. I'm not gonna make the same mistakes you did.
I spent the best years of my career in losing situations because winning organizations didn't see me as someone who had their head screwed on tight.
Because you didn't, though.
Not at first, okay? But when I was with Dallas, they gave me a shot. Could have been sooner if I had played the game.
All right.
Son, you're trying to do something that nobody's ever done before. And when you do it, believe me, you will do it. There's gonna be no question who the GOAT is.
That's how you leave it all out on the floor. Nice job.
Points? Are you kidding me? You're making my job easy, MP. Keep it up.
Like I said, I'm here as a fan. I love watching you hoop, man.
I appreciate that, bro. Especially coming from somebody like you.
Now, I know you got a lot of people in your ear.
Oh, shit.
What's up, MP? You know what they say. Bored man gets...
They know you as a ball player, but you should let them get to know you more as a person, too.
I hear that. Sometimes I just feel like there's so many options. I don't even know where to start, to be honest.
Do what speaks to you. I got a journalism background, so I've been trying to branch out into more media lately.
Yeah. I saw you got that CJ McCullum show. I watched a few episodes. It's good stuff, bro. I like that.
I appreciate you subscribing, man. I appreciate that. But it could be anything. It doesn't have to be some big involved thing. Just let people see who you are, and they'll appreciate you more as a human being.
Not just as some guy who's there to entertain them.
Exactly. And you can make some more money on the side.
Cool, bro. I'll hit you up. Let's talk more about it.
Sure.
Go get him, Tiger. You mind if I call you Tiger? Yeah, it's kind of weird, I guess.
You gotta play a clean game against Kawhi. No mistakes.
Hey, MP, I got some film. Now, that's a good pass, right?
Well, the fact that you paused the video and I can see Kawhi's about to pounce, I'm gonna say no.
Good point. What I'm saying, though.
I gotta be extra careful around Kawhi.
He'll surprise you. Don't get lazy with your passes.
All right, bet.
Watch how much ground he covers here.
I like a veggie burrito. Yeah, that would be perfect. That would be,
Have a great game, man.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight David Aldridge. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. The guard pair are Jones and Vassell. Wembanyama is the center with Sohan next to him. And it's prime time and at the three. And for the Clippers, George and Leonard are the forwards. Harden out there with Powell, and it's Zubats in at the center. And with all the pressure that rests on MP, Greg, he knows he'll be judged on one thing, and one thing only, winning.
And that's the case for all franchise players. Can you deliver a title to your team? And MP is very much aware of this and won't be distracted from his main goal.
Such an early part of the season, Doris. Most teams are still getting used to each other.
Yeah, I think what people don't realize is that it's not just a change on the court. It means new personalities in the locker room, the team playing, team meals. It can be a big change, sometimes for better, sometimes for worse.
One of the factors tonight, of course, the matchup between Kawhi Leonard and MP. And neither will know what to expect, as this will be the first time they've ever played against each other.
Tangling with Kawhi Leonard is so intimidating. The reason he can seemingly score on anyone, but he is also a merciless defender. A nightmare on both ends.
Definitely going to be interesting to see how MP has prepared and gets established offensively and defensively early on.
Here's primetime. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. And it's 8 points for primetime.
Oh, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Man, you look at the hype surrounding Wembanyama. Greg, it's unreal.
One of the best prospect profiles really since LeBron. Almost unfair to try and live up to the expectations, but he's got the tools to be one of the best to ever play.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Here's primetime, and the Spurs scoring again.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
And so just over a minute and a half played. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Harden. There's the dish to Leonard. Back to Harden. And they get it. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
I mean, we've come to expect this from James Harden. The ability to strike quickly from beyond the three-point line is just special.
Poked away and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. The 2023 season, DB, had a bitter end for the Clippers in the first round of the playoffs.
Now, Kevin, it is always difficult when the primary storyline for your team in a season is the injuries and the unavailability of your players. That is what cost the Clippers in the end. Now, the mid-range is Kawhi's bread and butter. This guy can get to his spots and take whatever he wants. That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
Now, Leonard. After the missed 3 from primetime.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
You can see there's complete trust in Paul George and pick and rolls. Fantastic at taking advantage of the defense and the separation they give them.
Here's Wembanyama. He's coming off a 19-point game against Houston.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low. They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Leonard the pass to George. Harden kicks to Leonard. Outside for George. Misses the 3. And it's Jones with the ball for San Antonio. 8-point game. And it's prime time missing for Los Angeles. They've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Harden outside. Powell the pass to Zubac. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. A shot by Harden, wide open. Off target from three-point range. Spurs leading by 8. Lets it go from the wing. No good. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Primetime. Drills the three-pointer. Primetime's got 18 points.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Spurs shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That's good from Primetime. Both free throws good from Primetime. George against Johnson. George looking around. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. It's San Antonio. They're up by 11. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And welcome back to the second quarter. And the Clippers making a change here. Tucker's checked in. On the court for San Antonio. Collins is out there with Wembanyama. Then it's Trey Jones. And it's Primetime. And it's Johnson in at the 3.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And sports may be the ultimate meritocracy. Does it matter where you're from, Greg, your background? You got to have game, right?
Kevin, it's a beautiful thing. Some players grew up with a father in the NBA. Others were a world away. Either way, when you get here, you know you've earned it.
And here's Westbrook after the three-pointer from Primetime. Here's Mann. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Wembanyama outside.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. George against Johnson. Shot from the top of the key. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Boy, what an an impressive start for MP. This guy winning that individual matchup in their first meeting.
Clippers trail by 15. When you think about the Spurs, Greg, it's hard to believe how long Greg Popovich has been at the helm, isn't it?
Man, it's hard to imagine another team will have the stability at head coach that the Spurs have had. Not too many coaches last decades anymore.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Victor Wembanyama is drawing admirers far and wide, including some who know their hoops, like LeBron James. LeBron says he's for sure a generational talent. Everybody's been a unicorn over the last few years, but he's more like an alien. Nobody has ever seen anyone as tall as he is, but as fluid and as graceful as he is out on the floor. Kevin?
Yeah, David, you and I agree. He is different. The three from Harden, it's good from long range. Harden's got 6 points.
And this is what the offense is designed to produce. Slipping Harden into the corner for a three. That's money.
And it's prime time missing. Westbrook scanning the floor. Passes it to Mann. Harden outside. Zubac with the screen for Harden. Shot clock at 5. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, if you're that wide open, I can promise you James Harden will find you.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. A different look for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard comes in for George. And Norman Powell subbed in for Terrence Mann. Collins checked in for the Spurs. Vassell comes in for Johnson. Pass to primetime. Boom, he jams it straight down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Screen by Zubac. Powell, the pass to Zubac. Back to Powell with his first shot attempt. Rebounded by the Spurs. 17 points was their biggest margin. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Yeah, easy call.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
The first one falls.
It's been great watching Ivica Zubac's growth. This guy, his game has evolved and his role is increasing.
San Antonio making a switch here. Wembanyama is checked in. And the Clippers, one of the more efficient three-point shooting teams, Greg, in the NBA.
And Kevin, really over the last decade, that's been one of their most consistent traits. And it's not just because of talent. They're smart about the shots they take.
Now here's Powell. After the miss from primetime, Los Angeles with another miss. 29 seconds left in the second quarter. And the Spurs scoring again.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Leonard. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And it's prime time missing. And here's Harden for three. No good, shot missing. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Spurs lead by 16. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Thanks. They've been the better passing team tonight, by far. Everyone's looking engaged, involved. They have great chemistry out there.
Now taking a closer look at the first half, how about the performance from these two guys?
Two really talented guys, I'm telling you. They're both so smart. They anticipate really well. That's how they make it look so easy.
And it's a test of their endurance heading into the second half. Can they both keep up this pace? That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an incredible game from Primetime.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
George and Leonard are the forwards. Powell is out there with Harden, and it's Zubats in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. San Antonio leading by 16. Here's Primetime. No good that time. Great that time from Leonard. And so Harden will bring it up for Los Angeles. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Primetime. Off target from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And you look at Paul George, Doris. He really fits any system you can think of.
Kevin, that's about two things, the skill set and the mindset. If you need him to take over, he can change and get that line of thinking in his mind. You want him to play a secondary role, he can adjust there mentally as well.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Crafty move. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Here's Primetime. Zubats defending. There's the 3. And it's Primetime missing.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
And George gets it to go.
Boy, that was a much-needed bucket in the second half, and now 1 for 5.
Jones, the pass to Primetime. The 17-footer. And that one drops. Primetime's got 42 in the game.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Harden sets the pick for George. Kicks it to Powell. Pass to Harden. To the middle. Here's Zubats. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Harden can't hit.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Primetime, the pass to Vassell. Here's Primetime. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. That time sets up his teammate.
The pass to Primetime. And he drives in, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Harden outside. Leonard with no one around. Knocks down the 3 ball. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, laser focus from Kawhi Leonard. He no sooner touches it than that ball is off to the rim.
Here's Primetime. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Clippers have their sights set high. Coach Tyronn Lue says this is definitely a championship team, but it's not going to just come. We've got to put the work in. There's got to be a lot of sacrifices. If we come together and do the right things, we definitely have a chance. Kevin, back to you.
And David, he's a big reason why. Thanks so much. And the Clippers call time here. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Plumlee is checked in for Zubats. Amir Coffey comes in for George. Mans checked in for Norman Powell. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for James Harden. And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubats is checked in for Plumlee. Paul George comes in for Amir Coffey. And James Harden has subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Jones against Harden, passes it to George. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Spurs leading by 9. On the floor for San Antonio. Wembanyama is the center with Sohan next to him. The guard pair are Jones and Vassell. And it's prime time and at the small forward. And here's George. Following the 3 from primetime, Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got 9 points here in the second half.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Jones, the pass to primetime, pulls it up. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubats has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And here's Harden for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
This is the mark of a great scorer, the ability to not have any struggle making shots off the dribble. That is a hard thing to do, but James Harden makes it look easy.
Outside Leonard. Outside for George. And he gets it to go. And now it's only a 5-point San Antonio lead.
The shots we have come to expect from Paul George. This guy is cold-blooded.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
Now, here's George. 1:30 left in the game. Takes the 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Here's primetime. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 8 now on the night. To the paint. Zubats, a screen on Wembanyama. Throws it up high.
Boy, that's a big-time finish at the critical moment. Zubats with a clutch shot.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Leonard with the steal. Pass to Man. Nobody near George. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 2. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. Now, they told the team, we're winning this game with our defense. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
You have to love the tenacity, but also the awareness to make sure he came away with that ball.
To take the lead, it's off. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Now Harden, man in at shooting guard with George at small forward. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. And San Antonio has possession. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Harden against Jones. Harden can't hit.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no cover.
Connects again from distance.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. Pass to primetime. No good on the 3. Clippers trail by 6. Harden outside. From deep, George hands it from downtown. George has got 24 points.
Well, this is a team that depends on Paul George to fill it up. Such a skilled, versatile scorer.
And it's prime time missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 4 from the field in the overtime period so far. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Let's remember this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
Here's prime time. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And Leonard has it in the corner. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Wembanyama finds Jones. Prime time. And the layup falls. Prime time's got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Zubac a screen on Jones. Here's George. Wembanyama with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Prime time, the pass to Sohan. Here's prime time. He's covered by Leonard.
How about Zubac? Works so hard on the defensive end. Nicely done.
Feeds it to George. From downtown. A shot off that time.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Up top, Vassell. Here's Sohan. A three-pointer off the mark. Los Angeles calls timeout. Seconds left to play in the first overtime. George with the ball. Pulls up, high post. Yes!
You can see Paul George is locked in right now. Big time shots demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're up by 2. Just 2 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? My strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life. Whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?